So today we are going to be making some sugar cookies. I'm currently voiceovering this, but here we are. And so first, what we're going to start it with, and we put our sugar cookie mix into um a bowl. We couldn't find a bowl, and yeah, just kind of watch us. And so we're trying to. If you look up towards the sugar cookie box, you can see that me and my sister are trying to figure out on uh how much butter we need to use. And we are using a special recipe. I'm eventually gonna show it in the video, but and so and we are supervised in the video, so don't worry. Um, I'm not sure if my microphone is going in and out or not, so because it's flashing. But I'm as you see, I walked away, and now I grabbed a bowl, a little tiny bowl, for putting the butter in there. So what I'm gonna do is she's gonna put my sister's gonna put the butter into the thing like that, really thing, and then I'm gonna actually and then I don't know what she used to, she went and she went and wiped off her hands, and so I'm heating up the butter. I'm melting the butter, and and she's reading the recipe. For some reason, it looks like she's upside down. For some reason, for me, I don't know why. Okay, I'm doing a lot of talking, so my hands will move a lot. It's just how I do this. So I'm just voiceovering, and so we're going to use one egg. It's calling in the recipe for one egg. I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the for the ones with the thing. So, as you see, my sister is cracking the egg, and she says that it's perfect, and I'm still talking because I'm moving my hands like that. And then she's wiping off her hands, just threw away the eggshell. Um, and eventually, we're gonna make a big mess. So, have you see? I'm not exactly sure what she did. Oh, those are the cookies that she made, but apparently the video uh the thing came out and the video deleted. So the video didn't delete. I would have had it. And so Or well, I don't think I deleted it. I think it just didn't finish. Like recording, like I paused it and then the screen time went up. So that makes me sad. And then over here, you can see I'm reading the recipe. I'm not exactly sure what my sister was doing. I think she was putting that cookie back in there. Or talking, asking, doing. Oh, my parents asked for something. She went to go check it. I don't know if y'all can hear, but it's raining right next to me. No, sorry, it's not raining. It's our inflatables. And we recorded this in December. Not exactly what day. Sure, what day. I think we recorded it like Sunday. So it was today's Tuesday. And as you see, I poured the egg and I poured the butter in there. And I have a whisk in my hand, and I'm just whisking. I'm kind of chopping up that egg now. I'm whisking, and my sister. I'm not exactly sure what happened, and I'm kind of trying to show. And so I went to go do something, and that she's mixing. So I don't know if y'all can hear this TV show that my sister's watching. She's in the dining room. But as my sister's mixing this, and I came back, she thought, actually, I'm not even sure where I went. But, because I recorded this, today's Tuesday, so I recorded this on the 8th of December, so not exactly sure what we did. And I'm not exactly sure if I did the voiceover at the start, so if it's completely silent at the start, that's what you mean. She's continuing to stir, and I'm just twirling in circles, not exactly sure what to do. Okay. I went into the cabinet to grab something. I'm at the pantry. Oh, I went into there to grab the flour because it said on the recipe that we need to, what did it say? That we need to, cookie cut. Sorry. It was a cookie cut one. So if you want to do cookie cut, you would have to do different. As you see right now, I'm sprinkling of flour. You don't always have to do this, but it's best. If you're a kid watching this, yes, we have permission doing this. We're being watched. And we know what we're doing. And so we have a recipe. We know what we're doing. We wash our hands, all that good stuff. And then, as you see, we're sprinkling some flour. I prefer this as the best method. My nose is running. If you don't have one of those cooking mats, one of those mats for dough. We do. I just didn't want to get dirty because it takes. And so, as you see, I grabbed the rest of the butter because I probably should have put another egg in there, but in the bowl, it didn't just like mix very well. And so, as you see there, yeah, and we kind of explained in there that not to. If you have flour in your hands, I would not do this unless you want to get dirty. So I'm here getting the stuff out of the microwave. And Radish Dish is not a sponsor to this video, but we did do Radish Dish, and that's how we're comfortable doing this, and we want to do it. And so we actually ended up making these for my sister's school. I'm sorry, like for our school, because my sister wanted to bring it to school and pass it out. And so she brought it to school, and they actually told her that the teacher told her that she could not pass it out because it has to be store bought, which honestly to me doesn't make any sense. But as you see there, my sister's putting flour in there. I'm not exactly sure what she's doing. don't know why she's putting flour in there because that's exactly kind of why I did it. Because wherever the sugar and other stuff that they had in there, it was like because I put another piece of part of butter because it didn't like there was a lot of sugar and flours left. Though the sugar cookies did come out very well. Um, as I'm watching this video, I'm also looking. 'Cause I'm using iMovie on our desktop, and as you see, I wouldn't do this, but that's just my way of doing that. I've seen a lot of people take those flat, like rubbery spatulas. I can't remember what they're called, but they take those and kind of scrape it. Though I'm not exactly sure why we use the whisk when, because those whisks are very hard to clean. Trust me, I've had to clean it, and so I'm not. I guess I'm scraping the dough off of my hands. And my sister just pulled out. If you saw that blue container, um, she would have. That was the cookie cutters. She pulled out the cookie cutter dough stuff. And so I went over there to wipe my hands on the towel. And I'm not, as me watching the video, I was using a document camera, so the camera quality isn't the best, but you can, as you see, as I stood up, you could see the flour on there. So what I did, I wouldn't do this. I would always, before you do all of this with the flour on the counter, make sure your counter is clean. And yes, we were having like a whole fest of making cookies. It was fun. So we made about 200 cookies that day. A lot of it was just me and my sister, with permission, and super is clumping all the dough together, and because that's kind of what you want all the dough to be together. And we're gonna, in just a second, we're gonna use that rolling pin. That's right. Is right there. I'm not sure. It's kind of like at the very bottom of the screen. We're very slow. She's very slow. So as you see, she's pushing it out with her hands, and I grab the rolling pin because it, as you see right there, that there's handprints in there, and so if you want like handprints on your cookies, then that's one thing. And it's always fun to like slap it. So you never heard any of the cooking. So like, see, I did there, and so as you can see, all that. If I slow down, probably should slow down there, but I'm gonna slow it down, and y'all can see how. Okay, well now y'all can kind of look at the rolling pin and see how there was dough on there, and I'm about to show you. I think, and also I was it's very good to place all the cookies like really close to each other. Like if you're making a lot of cookies and you have a lot of cookie cutters, then I would recommend putting all the cookie cutters together, like close to each other, and putting them close to the edge, and then try to do that because then you have a lot of stuff. But we only had 30 cutters, so it didn't really apply. But we went through it went so they were actually very soft because I put a bit too much butter in there. That's my fault. Um, yeah. And so my sister, I don't know, but she told me that I was gonna run the cookies over there, and I was sitting at the oven, getting it preheated and getting the pan ready. And sister's finishing cutting. And then I'm the only one wearing my apron because I was the only one that could actually find it. And I think it was one of the gingerbread that It's like super duper weird. It had like super duper thin neck, and we're like, let's smush it. You'll see in just a second. Oh, yeah, stuff fell upstairs. That's weird. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was. Yeah, as you see, I grabbed that gingerbread. I'm not exactly sure if I can rewind, but I grabbed that gingerbread, and that's exactly what happened. That's kind of what happened. Actually, stop. All right, and then as you see, I clumped it all together again, and we're gonna put a lot more flour on. So, some dough actually got in there. So, as you see, I'm trying to rubbing on the counter, and I'm about to show y'all that y'all probably about. I think I'm about to show y'all the thing. And my sister's patting it down. Yeah, we were going crazy. I mean, it was like 8 o'clock at night. I'm about to grab it again. And I think I'm talking about it right now. And my sister's hair is a bit wet because she just took a shower. And so, let's continue watching this. Okay, I grabbed. So as you see, I was talking about the rolling pin and putting flour on it. So if you put flour on your rolling pin, like say you tried using your rolling pin, it was really sticking to your dough was really sticking to it. Um, a good way to stop that is to put flour, or some people do powdered sugar. That's a good one too. I think it was. I think we have way too many stars in here. Yeah, there's one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. It was either that. I think it was the next one that we did. It was like there's so many stars, and I don't really sometimes feel comfortable. But we made a lot of cookies that day, and I'll probably put. And so we're picking up the cookies. I'm right now kind of talking about like, say your cookie cutters were sticking, the dough was sticking to your cookie cutters. Uh, I would recommend putting like some dough in between, like put your cookie cutter on to your counter, then put some flour in the middle of it. I keep saying dough in the video, so that's why I'm also voiceovering it. So like we had that problem, and so yeah, you can kind of see it. I didn't really give you enough time to see it. I'll slow it down there, but yeah, yeah. Um, but so that's a good way to stop it from sticking is putting flour on that too, or powdered sugar. We use flour because that's just what we had more of. It was really a lot of we buy our flour in bulk, but we don't buy our powdered sugar in bulk. So, like, there's this big semi that comes every so often, and so my mom will order like bulk flour and bulk a lot of stuff like buckets and like rice, sugar, and all that. So we'll like really get low, and then that month we'll um we'll buy some more. And so I wouldn't recommend doing what we're doing, but it just kind of helps. That, but and see, my sister's going crazy. It's going everywhere. Okay, yeah. So we're actually so close to the end, but so I'm smushing it down. So as you see, I smushed it a lot faster because I'm a bit stronger because I'm a lot older than my sister. See, as you see, I'm rolling the rolling pin in the flour. Then I'm doing that, and we put too much flour on there, and it was getting a bit too soft too. So we put a lot of flour on there apparently. And if this is just not really making sense, I'm just kind of watching the video and talking as I go. My sister's crazy. So, this is my first time using iMovie. I mean, I've had Apple products for a long time. I'm currently using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Apple products right now. My family is obsessed with Apple. I mean, it's a good company, but back on topic. As you see, my sister's getting the cookies, and I'm doing what I was doing. And so, what I did is I took cookie cutters, put some flour in there, and right here we were talking about like flour cookies because we had so much flour. Um, oh, and so a good way to do this. Probably stopping. A good way to like get your cookie cutters not so where the dough's gonna stick to it is you put dough in the middle of it and then just kind of wiggle it all around and makes a mess though. And then right here, I guess I'm sifting the flour out of the dough out of the flour. And as you see, I moved it out of the way, and then here come. I think this is the first time I think I'm about to do it, and I just threw it up in the air, like I was just being stupid. I just lost my mind. I was just so tired. We're going crazy. I mean, hey, we're still kids. I mean, we go crazy. Okay, here you can see. I think I'm putting in the see as you see, and our Bluetooth speakers just turned off, and we made a mess. And then look at my sister. She threw it at me, and I was so mad. And then just watch what she does. I'm not exactly sure what I was doing. Why didn't I put the cookies in yet? Should we cut it off? Okay, so we're about to get done. So, like and subscribe. We will probably record. We're gonna do some more cookies next week, so I will record that and we'll post a new video. I'm gonna let this go and just silence. Well, no, I'm just gonna talk. So here she pauses it right there.
Hey there. Recently I bought some pasture-raised lamb from a local farm. I decided to try my hand at making some shepherd's pie with real lamb. And I kind of made this shepherd pie more from scratch than I have in the past. No cream of mushroom here. Here I've got the potatoes. I use Yukon Gold potatoes. Got them on to boil. This recipe called for 1 pound of lamb and 1 pound of ground beef. But I had cooked up a pound of lamb already the day before, so I decided to just go ahead and use that added into the recipe here. So it's 2 pounds of lamb. I add 1/4 cup of flour and mix it up real good. Two tablespoons of tomato paste. Then I added a 1/2 cup of beef broth. I just used water and chicken bouillon. And actually, I ended up having to add another cup of water because it got so thick. Then I added some frozen vegetables and a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. I hope I said that right. It thickened up really quickly. The recipe called for 10 minutes. It did not take 10 minutes. The recipe also called for cream potatoes, but I kind of like chunky potatoes, so I just mashed it up myself with some salt and some pepper. It also called for 1 beaten egg to be mixed in with the potatoes. I really don't know what that's for, but because my potatoes were hot, I used a little bit to temper it and then poured it right on in. It goes into a 400-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Meanwhile, while it's cooking, my daughter, she wanted to give us a little bit of entertainment.
Get close to the camera. Horse. And then I fed my horse some apples every day. Every day. I fed my horse some apples every day. I ran my horse every day. I ran my horse everywhere. I ran my horse everywhere. Then I fed my horse. We went to play at the park. I lost my dear horsey. I looked under the wings. I looked on the slide. I looked under the bench.
I ran every night. I found her behind the tree. I found her behind the tree. I'm gonna get clean. What? Mommy, can I found the trash can?
Most recipes I've used don't actually use the whole can of tomato paste, usually just a tablespoon or two, so I like to save it in 1 teaspoonful. I don't really care what the shape is. It doesn't have to be pretty. Just checking on the progress. It's looking really good. Now I gotta go check on the baby. He's been napping for an hour, which is unusual for him. Okay. I'm definitely a lazy cook, but since the baby is actually sleeping this time, I'm going to unload the dishwasher for one quiet time to do the cleaning that I desperately need to do. And there you have it, shepherd's pie made with lamb. It could have let it brown a little more, but we're all hungry.